We're in front of the Israeli School, Universal Practical Knowledge, the Philadelphia Division, here at 3226 Cheltenham Avenue in Philadelphia. We're standing in front of the school right now, getting a description of the 12 tribe sign that's been painted by one of the brothers that was in the school: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Shalom. Shalom. You've been waiting for this day, so this day has finally come. A lot of you have been wondering where this knowledge that you've been hearing is coming from, and the powerful truth that you've been hearing, how this was established. Well, we finally were able to arrange for the priests to come down from New York and spend some time with us. And I'd like to introduce them if I can. These are some great brothers. We're very glad to have them with us. We want to make them feel as warm as possible, because this is their work and the extension of their work and what they've laid down some time ago. I'd like to introduce, first of all, priest and Sixth Shield General, 4th in command in the nation of Israel, Lahar. I'd like to salute this brother. Macho! Barak! Yeshabim, which means sit. And I'm going to turn it over now to Priest General Lahar.
Come on, brother. I'd like to say this, starting off, we're very impressed at your school here, and we're very impressed to see that the brothers and sisters in Philadelphia think enough of the Most High and the Bible and the truth and your nationality to be a part of this, because most of the brothers and sisters are running from the truth.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West, One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West, One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
UPK soldiers got them killers with me, and I don't fuck with every spot cause it's too iffy. Real motherfucking prophet cause the Lord with me, but don't get that shit twisted, I got Drake's with me. Yeah, bitch, and that whole 50. Run up on me wrong, you gon' catch 60. Wait, you gon' catch 20. The other 30 for your homies, bitch, I got plenty. And I'll shoot this motherfucker till that clip empty. Taking orders from your bitch, you a fucking simpy. Shit, should be televised. The way I'm cutting niggas up, bitch, I'm a samurai. Niggas swear they in the truth, but telling hella lies. Stumping like you Greek, bitch, you Hellenized. The revolution gon' be televised, and what I see in my vision gon' leave you petrified.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, nigga? One West, we want it all, nigga. nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, one West. That's who we are, nigga. One West, one West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West, one West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
UPK soldiers lead cowards in awe. So fuck a gas stop. I came with 6 pumps in my car. My niggas ready to swing. We like kids at the park. So touch a chair around this bitch and we breaking your jaw. They think we Christian, but we not. Nothing about us is soft. I don't know what you niggas on, but that shit get you off. We booted up. We came to take zones for real. Black 40 under my garment, I be dressed to kill. Fourth dimension sit and linger, I be fresh for real. Putting scripts on your corners, but these here ain't pills. We rock covers. You official if you know those drills. Bread and water, you official if you know those meals. Yeah, you niggas soldiers get rolled over. You got police in your pocket, I got a judge in my holster. Oppressors out to get us, so remain sober. Or be chained to them chains till there's nothing that remains of us. A cult leader like Christ, we got the same culture. I bang on them, tell my enemies the rain's over. I up the cig and keep pulling like a chain smoker. The game ain't changed, one West stayed the same on them.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, one West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, one West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, one West. That's who we are, nigga. One West, one West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West, one West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Niggas talking prophets, yeah, we got plenty. We the reason why it's Israelites around the city. Kazak tells a rock, bring Shamar out. We about to slide on them, see what niggas talking about. Young dog think he wise cause he a Kim head. That shit lame, they didn't survive, nigga, Kim is dead. Where I'm from, little nigga, is a dirty game. I pledge allegiance to Yahweh, bitch, I'm UPK. Huh, nigga, let's talk bodies. Set up on your corner, wake up everybody. Big priest, until I'm dead deceased. The mission is complete until y'all off the street. So y'all on the internet, stumping down the street. But take the poor and the weak. Touch your sister or a brother, you gon' be sleep. But take the poor and the weak.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, one West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, one West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, one West. That's who we are, nigga. One West, one West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West, one West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Fucking with the brothers, then I'm giving out major pain. Clip full of ball heads, I'm shooting out Damon Wayne's. Driven ambition, I ain't never changing lanes. Wise as an old man, but I ain't slanging cane. This ain't a game, this shit way deeper than rap. You speaking the cap, but the shit y'all speaking is cap. I'm 5,000, but I still keep it a stack. I'm in the truth, not cause back then I was seeking the fact. Cry aloud for the niggas just deep in the back. And the Lord with me, ain't no reason for keeping the strap. We peep the attacks, niggas say we ain't speaking the facts. Stealing breakdowns every time we teaching in class. Niggas snitching, y'all out here squeaking with rats. We be on the street corners teaching that Jesus is black.
We on 125th Street, Harlem, nigga, you see where we at?
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, one West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, one West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, one West. That's who we are, nigga. One West, one West. So
welcome to ISUPK Detroit. Check us out on all social media platforms. Classes are Monday through Saturday. Monday is the history class from 7 to 9 p.m. Tuesday is scripture breakdown. Wednesday is biblical law class. Friday, Lashawan Qadash, Hebrew language. Saturday, the Sabbath service. Check out our community service program. We have food and clothing drives, helping the people in need. And we also have felony expungement services available. Join us and get involved.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
You see, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white man. Need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, Everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, ass she to stop it, ass she to prop. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the hoes in this world that don't go together. Know that it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settle. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need the props. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world to know. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need the props. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass shit. Oh, I'm with step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slate. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pass through the fire. Ain't she the prophets? That baby so belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will failure, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
Yeah. Shalom, Lord Christ, Israel's priest and also 500 Katab at ISUPK Detroit, of course, back with another ISUPK Lashawan Qadash class. Under command of Junior Hano, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And if you don't know, we did have that good old Midwest Fire weekend, the beginning of August. A lot of great information came out that weekend. Check out that lecture if you missed it from Commander Junior Hana. Are demons real? And in today's age or today's time, we need to properly identify a demon and not make it so magical and spooky and Disney-like. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and proceed with this good old class. Of course, what you see at the top is that Lashawan Qadash board. And always, again, a big-ass sword. So starting out from the right to the left, because that's how we do it in our culture. We not a westernized culture. We going back to our Eastern or Middle Eastern roots, or however you want to formulate it. We not from round these parts. You dig it? So you were taught the alphabet, reading from left to right. In our culture, we read from right to left. So starting from the right, you got the ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, qua, ra, sha, and tha. And again, yes, this is a big sword. If you didn't know, the Assyrian pronunciations is exactly the same. We're not going to change up the pronunciations just because they want to change up the characteristics of it or the look of it. And if you look it up in modern, I guess, text or modern scripts, you'll see that they added some characters or some vowels, but all of these are pronounced the same, even though they look different. Again, pay attention to the endings. These are the Assyrian endings, meaning if these appear at the end of a word, they'll be looked or scripted like this instead of this. So you might catch a word and think, oh, it's a da at the end of it, or it's a ra at the end. And it's not, it's a ka. So you just got to pay attention to those little key points like that. But last week when we left off going over those good old 18 nations. Starting from the top, let me move this screen down just a little bit. So we went over the 18 nations. If you didn't know, the Most High only created 18 nations. And in creating those 8 nations, there was a clear separation because there's 18 separate nations, clearly. So we're going to give you the biblical name, a script where you can go find it. The English, of course, you see it in the Hebrew, and then the meaning. So a couple of the ones that we already went over that's not on the board, and we're going to go ahead and finish the rest of them up. We started off with Israel, or Yasharallah. You can look it up in Genesis 35 and 10. And it means he is a prince of the next nation up was the nation of the so-called Caucasians, or so-called white man, or Caucasian, so-called white man. The Bible calls them Edom or Esau. You can find that in Genesis 25 and 30. To pronounce their name in the Hebrew, it is Adawam, Adawam, and that just simply means red. The next Chinese, which is Moab, Genesis 19 and 37, Mawa'aba, which means of his mother and father. Yeah. FYI. Those are some incest babies. We're going to be reading that story. We started off, I think we ended last Sabbath getting into that story of Lot and his daughters. So we're going to be picking up at that script tomorrow, finishing up. So you'll catch the story on that. In Japanese, the same, which is Ammon, Genesis 19 and 38, which is Imawan, which means people of itself. Kind of the same thing. Nasty. You dig it? So I think the next one up was the Arabs, Ishmael, which is Genesis 16 and 11, which is Yashama'ila, which means God hears. God hears. And then on the board, what you see in front is the Indians, which is Elam, Genesis 10 and 22, which is Ayalam, which means hidden. And then you have the Assyrians, Ashur, Genesis 10 and 22 as well. Ashawar, which means successful. Then you have the Syrians, which is Aram, Syria. Again, Genesis 10 and 22, Aram, which means elevated. And then you have the Ethiopians, Cush, Genesis 10 and 6, Kawash. They don't have a meaning for their name, or their meaning is unknown. And I can care less. We're just going to say it's from the ancient system of African booty scratching. So then you got the North Africans. Put, Genesis 10 and 6, Puwat, same thing. No apparent origin or unknown origin. And lastly, we have the Egyptians, which is Mitzrayim, Genesis 10 and 6. Matazarium, I kind of pronounced it wrong that first time. I never thought about it until I heard Captain Tazaria correcting people on the pronunciation of his name. It's Tazar Yak, and a lot of people put that re in it because it's that Western culture. You seeing those letters together, you thinking with that Western ideology or that Western teaching, and we put an extra syllable there, but it's Matazar Yum. Matazar Yum. All right, so we're gonna get that erased off the board, get the last set up, and then we're gonna get into. I want to say we're gonna go over a couple scriptures, but we're gonna really focus on utilizing the Blue Letter Bible to aid us in the pronunciation and making sure we pronunciate these words correctly. It's okay to then start reading them, but eventually you definitely want to. You'd rather learn the proper way the first time instead of pronouncing a word wrong for 10 years and then coming back and, hey, I was saying that wrong this whole time. And then it might be a little difficult in the future because of the habit to change it up. So while I get this board cleaned off, we're going to go through. I'm just going to put one of these. No, we're not going to do that.
Till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy and get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Getting dividends, so we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nominee a domino. So what you suck trying to do? Rhyming comical. This is funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas just popping shit. Team of all stars. I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I rhyme this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid. Shit has gotten retarded since all the dominance. One West rising the prominent. Cause I be one West to the depth till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I rhyme for Uber. Rhymes hard like they've been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. For the regatta niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by like Apollos, let the semi holler. The showstopper been a stopper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm throwing them off Patron, premium a vodka. I put extensions on the block, modify the chopper. It's war heavy, war ready, and that's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest dollars on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they eat talk, none of them be good to the fire. Around with me, and I had a nigga spin like a tire. And a deep, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuse igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the sound. Cause UPK, one west to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
All right, Shalom Israel. We right back at it. Salakia. All right, so look, man. Let me get this board cleaned off. Let me get this board cleaned off. All right, so look, man. Let me get this board cleaned off. All right, so look, man. Let me get this board cleaned off. All right, so look, man. Let me get this board cleaned off. All right, so look, man. Let me get this board cleaned off. All right, so look, man. Let me get this board cleaned off. All right, so look, man. Let me get this board cleaned off. All right, so look, man. Let me get this board cleaned off. All right, so look, man. Let me get this board cleaned off. All right, so look, man. Let me get this board cleaned off. All right, so look, man. Let me get this board cleaned off. All right, so look, man. Let me get this board cleaned off. All right, so look, man. Let me get this board cleaned off. All right, so look, man. Let me get this board cleaned off. All right, so lo I started writing them on there already, but you know, fingers don't work that fast. That's not what she said. But so what we have at the top is South Africans. The South Africans, the biblical name is Canaan. Canaan, you heard that? Probably familiar that going into the land of Canaan. You can find that scripture in Genesis 10 and 26. I mean 10 and 6. So lock it. So the English pronunciation is Canaan. 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 So the Hebrew will be Ka, and then you have your Na. It'll look like that, Canaan. Salakia. I missed a letter. See? That's why you always double check. I straight up missed a letter. That's a lot better. And these are connected. So the meaning, of course, I don't know if it's well, I ain't even gonna question it, but it means humiliated. Humiliated. If I spelt it wrong, just get over it a little bit, just a little bit. Next one up is the French, which you can find in Genesis 10 and 2. Genesis 10 and 2 is where you can find that script. You will pronounce it Gamar. Gamar. And of course, these two are connected. And then what it means is cease or end. Cease, like to cease, or end. So next up, we got Magog, with good or big end times player. Magog, those are the Russians and all that come from Russia. So don't think that the Ukrainians aren't Russian, because they are. They just decided to separate it, and that's all that was. And it's Magawag. Silly name. Silly Russians, or whatever you want to call it. Got your Ma, your Ga, your Wa, and your Ga. Magog. It means from the land of Gog. Next up, we have which the name is Javon. Again, Genesis 10 and 2 would be the script. And then their actual, well, the name in the Hebrew would be Yawam. The Y and the Na is connected, and it means ferment, the bubbling of wine. Is ferment with a E or a R? Yeah, I'll just double check. Next up, we have the Germans, which is Ashkenaz. Genesis 10 and 3. Make sure I spell that. Ah. Yeesh. That's a funny looking name, but it is what it is. So you have the Ah, the Shah, the Ka, the Na, and the Za. Ashkenaz. And it has an unknown origin. So we don't get those mixed up. Unknown origin. Next up, we have the Spanish. Tarshish. I spell that right. Tarshish. That looks about right. Genesis 10 and 4. All right, so yeah, yes. So you have your Tharash, Yash. That's your Spanish people. Don't get those confused with your brothers from Mexico that speak Spanish. I guess we should call these people Spaniards. These are the Spaniards. Oh, so you have your Tha, Ra, Sha, Yash. Which means burl. Barrel. And the last one up is the Italians, Kittim. And I just guessed Genesis 10 and 4 because it was so close. And yes, I was right. And it's Kathayam. Ka. Kathayam. Kathayam. So you have your Ka, your Tha, your Ya, and your Ma. And it's an unknown origin. So there you have the rest of your 18 nations. Slovakia for the handwriting. I do think my board skills getting a little bit better, but you know, it is what it is. So from the top, you got the South Africans, Canaan, Genesis 10 and 6, Canaan, which means humiliated. Then you have the French, Gomer, Genesis 10 and 2, Gamar, which means to cease or end. Then you have the Russians, Magog, Genesis 10 and 2, Magawag, from the land of Gog. That's what it means. Then you have the Greek, Javan, Yawam, Genesis 10 and 2, which means to ferment, the bubbling of wine. Then you have the Germans, Ashkenaz. You probably heard of those Ashkenazis or whatnot, but they have an unknown origin. Genesis 10 and 3, as in the meaning of the name. Then you have the Spanish, Tarshish, Genesis 10 and 4, Tharash Yash, which means burrow. And then you have the Italians, Kittim, Genesis 10 and 4, Kathyam, which has an unknown origin of meaning. All right, so I'm gonna give you a minute to get that down. And then I'm gonna clear the screen and set up for this reading portion. I believe we're gonna be picking up at Genesis 19 and 33. Genesis 19 and 33. Let me check the chat real quick. All right, so Four Leaf Int says, Shalom, I want to know wanted to know how to say dirty or like unholy in the Lashawan. I believe that would just be I would look up unclean. And I'm wondering if Qadash would mean unholy, just putting a not or no in front of it. Shout out to my Adawan Awaja, the water for checking in. Shalom, sis. Ashab Banath, the water for checking in. Hey, 1 second. Let's get this. Mic check, mic check. Mic check. Mic check, mic check. All right, so I guess I'm heard now. All right, so starting from the top. Eesh. I don't know how much you guys heard. So this word right here, the root word is shaqua, but the whole word is washaqua, which means, well, we can go over it. You see that? That lets you know it's a conjunction or preposition. The root word is shaqua, which means, and they made drink to give to drink. You see that it's a feminine plural, third person. So this bar on the side, or this taskbar on the side, is very, I guess, helpful. Well, it was helpful for me, especially when it lets you know what the root word is and what the root word means. So then you have af, which means two, and then they have abba, han. Han is that suffix at the end, which means their, and it's plural, so their father. Yayan, which means wine. Layal, which means night, but there's a preposition right before it, preposition. Anybody know what that is? Two. That's the ba. So they gave him wine that night. Oh. Hawa'a, which could mean he, it, that. And then you have Bawa'a, which means come in and or go in, but that ba in front of it, and it's a conjunction. Bakayara, Bakayara, which means the firstborn. You have another preposition. With the root word being shakab and lay, which means to lay or lie down. Ath, Abaya, which is her father. That ha at the end is that suffix. Ah, boom, I was right. And if you didn't know the definition of a suffix, suffix is a affix placed after the stem of a word and used to form plurals of nouns and adjectives and verb conjugations, grammatical tenses to indicate possession and direct objects. Also used for the construct noun form. We're not going to get in that construct noun form because I don't even know what it is right now. But I do know that this just sold possession. Her father. Whose father? Hers father. And if you didn't know, they talking about Lot. So this is after the flood. Wala'a. Wa-la'a and not. Yadai, which means to know. Was I right? He perceived or to know. So you got a lot going on here. So you got your preposition, your root, which is that shakal, to lay down, and then the suffix for that ownership. So when she lay down, and that's another thing that we got to go over those question words as well. So you got your Hebrew conjunction. So this is the root, which means to rise. Quam. So the sentence will be nor when the she is at the end, which is that third person feminine singular. It's the suffix. It shows that possession. She rose. So we got that. I think we made it through that pretty decent. So I would suggest that we kind of go over those, slow it down word by word, or on your own pace, slow it down word for word, and work on those pronunciations and just trying to follow along with the Assyrian. To me, it's a little bit easier. I'm a little bit more fluent in looking or readily identifying the ancient Hebrew characters. But I'm getting better with the modern or the Assyrian. So Salakia for the short class, but I do have to get to this slave. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and end this class. Men of Israel, Imajim, which means to stand. Imajim Shabbat, Imajim Barak, Yahaba Hashem Yahushua Barakatah, Yajmatah. All right, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Come on, towards me. It's just me and you. Come on, feet like this, like this. Put your feet apart like this. Yeah, like that. Hold your hand like this. All right, we're gonna kind of like look at the foot. Look like right there at the ground. Look, yeah. Yahweh. Come on, you ain't even got a mic. Can't nobody hear you, girl. Come on, you ready? Yahweh. Shamar. Alatah. Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shai. Good job. High five. Get up there. Come on. Jump now. Good job. All right. The water for that, Israel. See you next week. We're going to finish up 34 or at least this story going into the next. Shalom, Israel.